In recommendations aimed at breaking the GST logjam, a panel headed by Chief Economic Advisor Arvind Subramanian on Friday suggested dropping additional 1% tax on interstate sales over and above the goods and services tax rate. The panel, meanwhile, has not favored putting the rate of GST, which seeks to replace all indirect taxes including excise duty, service tax and sales tax, in the Constitution Amendment Bill. It has suggested a revenue-neutral rate for GST of 15 to 15.5% and a standard rate of 17 to 18%. The panel, with a mandate to suggest a revenue-neutral rate for GST, has favored no additional tax on interstate sales, including 1% proposed in the GST bill. The government wants the GST bill to be approved in the current session of Parliament to meet the April 1, 2016 rollout deadline.
To ensure that the economy does well and that we are able to provide a boost to consumption and keep inflation under control, we obviously would like to have as reasonable a rate as possible. But as the CEA's report indicates clearly, as well as his executive summary, this depends a great deal on decisions that are made on what the exemptions are and which goods and services go into which of the buckets. Once those are made, then we will have a good understanding overall of where the exact rates will settle out. We know that today there are no rates in the Constitution for good reason, and that is because you want to provide the legislature, you want to provide the executive the ability to deal with circumstances as warranted and to make changes and have the flexibility required to be able to set and reset rates. You have to all remember, and sometimes in the media there is often a fixation on a single number, but the reality is that the GST structure will have multiple parameters, not just one number. There will be a structure, and then there will be goods and services that fit within that structure. So there will be significant degrees of freedom in making these adjustments.
Powered by NNIS.